Today we're going to be mixing up Cassia Obovata. We'll be doing a very basic recipe. Cassia Obovata is a plant that grows in India, and they basically dry the leaves and then they sift it very fine into a powder so that it can be used on hair. And I'll show you how they actually have to mix this powder up so that it becomes a paste so you can apply it onto your hair. And it is a herb definitely used for hair, and the benefits of Cassia Obovata are similar to henna. Basically all the same benefits as far as conditioning, strengthening, adding that really nice shine. For some it will loosen the curl patterns, and it's just a great base, herb to be using similarly to henna. But if you don't want color, that's a good thing with Cassia, that there will be no color that comes through, especially on dark hair. But if you do have light or gray hair, blonde hair, then it has a low yellow dye molecule, so that might show through for some people. And it does just depend on how long you let it sit as well, like depending on how the length depends on how much dye will actually come through. But on dark hair it doesn't show through. And another note is that Cassia Obovata, it's not as permanent as henna. It kind of acts like a semi-permanent, so that if you're using it, you can use it a little bit more often, like every 3 to 4 weeks roughly. So we have organic Cassia Obovata. I'm going to cut it open. It comes in a foil packaging. See the label? Organic Cassia. What I like about the foil packaging is that it keeps the light out. So it keeps the light out and keeps the henna and all the herbs, and this cassia keeps it very, very fresh. And it comes in a Ziploc bag, and then inside the Ziploc is another plastic bag. I take that out as well. And this one will also need to be cut open. Cut the corner and pour a little bit out into my stainless steel bowl. How about each package is about 100 grams, and this package right now I'm going to pour out 50 grams. So 50 grams of Cassia Obovata. It smells a little bit like henna, but not exactly. I mean, it's similar, and it's a very finely sifted. It's a really nice henna, cassia powder. It's really nice Cassia Obovata. It does remind me of henna. That's why I almost said henna. And it looks really similar, but like if you have 2 packages open without labeling, you might definitely get mixed up. So just be careful to keep these separate and labeled properly so that you know which one is which. Sometimes people call it senna or neutral henna, but it is definitely Cassia Obovata. So for time's sake today, as it is a very basic recipe, we're just going to be using warm to hot water, and I'm going to pour that right into there. And I like to mix it until it's kind of like, a bit runny. Just a little bit, kind of like pancake batter. And it soaks up the water. There are a lot of other recipes. We're going to be going over those in the future, such as using tea. Tea is really nice, like herbal teas. And honey. I have a favorite recipe with Cassia Obovata that involves honey and chamomile tea. It's a really nice recipe that we'll definitely be sharing with you in the future. So this is what your cassia will look like. And then basically you leave it covered with like saran wrap right directly onto it. You can do that and leave it out at room temperature. You can just let it sit for 30 minutes if you're not trying to get any color out of it. If you do want a bit of color, some light golden tones to come through, then you can let it sit up to at least 2 hours. Sometimes people do let it sit overnight, but 2 to 3 hours should be good. Alright, this is our Cassia Obovata as a paste. Okay, perfect. This is a pretty good consistency. As you see, there's some lumps, but as we let it sit, they'll eventually dissolve. Make it a little bit more runny. Just add a bit more liquid. Give it a really good stir. And I am stirring it as usual with our favorite spatula. This spatula works really well at mixing it. Alright, so there you have it. This is how you mix Cassia Obovata, and we'll be going further into other new videos regarding recipes with Cassia Obovata and henna and different mixes, so stay tuned for that. Thank you.